to have Westchester colors on, but long story short, Mom lives too far away and couldn't drive it up. So I think this is Kutztown.
Huh.
Yeah, Kutztown.
This is actually graduating today, guys.
Alright. Royal Fireworks, number 1. Good old Handle.
Oh, wait.
The school. What are we in, 3? Alright, here we go. Everybody sit up. There you go. 1, 2. We're gonna, no. Take 2 seconds, trumpets, you know, take a minute, woodwinds take a minute. We're gonna stop for a second because we're gonna be playing Pomp and Circumstance probably pretty soon here, and it's gonna be a little while, so take 5.
How long have you been playing for?
Forever.
Hours? I was gonna say like an hour.
Probably like 3.
The old version,
Yeah. But not even just problems, like 2 bars of problems. Yeah.
I don't think so.
God.
it was like really light.
Hannah wants me to ask if she can use the bathroom.
I was really hoping.
Hey, does anybody need to take a quick bathroom break before we get started again? Yeah, go. If you have to go to the bathroom, go now and come back quickly. There should be restrooms over there. Show up before 6. That's like 8 minutes, so go, go, go.
Play ride, let's go.
That's when it's supposed to start. So if I have to go to the restroom and get up and stretch, now is the time.
I'm getting up the stretch.
Watch the wires, but be quick.
There's been a few woodwind warm-ups in that rain I've played.
Know what you're talking about? I have no idea.
But there's, like, I've played multiple, so I can't place. But typically, we'll do that. That sounds, the warm-ups I'm more familiar with.
I don't really sure where warm-ups came from.
All of our all of the warm-ups from band, I took them from Warwick when I was teaching there.
There's one in particular I remember, and I
Sounds like something we did with Mississippi.
No, it was absolutely terrible. It was lawnmower process.
I remember you being like, everybody pick a chord. No, I don't know.
What's a chord?
Yeah.
The warm-ups I know the most are the ones with Jamal.
The transition was rough running. I was like, you should know this. Is he? Oh, did I really? You look scared. Oh, I know, that was the first interaction we all had, and then it was like it's a good tactic. Your mom works at work, you know. Connections, man. Connections. And then you keep Paul, go sit in your seat.
Because I remember one day when Mr. Ryan was like, not okay. He was insane. And then he had a safari mask, and that's what prompted I forget, he said something, and then she walked him. And then you were really confused.
But then after I took the medicine, after I kicked into it, I was fine.
Yeah, that is what prompted this.
Him and his safari mask. I remember like the first day you were going around the Advil.
Quickly! Quickly!
We ran out of gas.
Run!
My aunt
Run! Yep.
my aunt brought soup over to my house.
Not even that longer run, I just want to make sure.
So I guess she like knows.
One, two. Okay, cool. Just kidding. Bump and circumstance. All right, guys. Remember the cue is number 2. The cue is 2.
That's the. Are we supposed to call them faculties as a game?
No, it's supposed to be
That's
students.
the faculty.
This is not but I'm gonna make it work.
I thought it was the kids. Just kidding. Jig 14.
She just wanted to keep us on our toes.
Yeah.
Agility. Halos. Yeah. Music. We're practicing just switching music at this point.
Yeah, that's all faculty. All right, jig 1, 2, 1, guys. Here we go.
they have the second gate yet? All right, here we go. Pomp and circumstance. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Please rise for a moment of silence in honor of our Dean of Students, Mr. Todd Van Horn, who passed away earlier this year. Please remain standing for the playing of the national anthem. It is my pleasure to introduce our principal, Dr. Bill Ziegler.
Thank you, Sierra. It is my great honor to welcome parents, grandparents, family, friends, faculty, staff, administration, school board of directors, and the class of 2021 to the 65th annual Pottsgrove High School commencement ceremony. Let's soak this in right now. Give our graduates a round of applause. This tonight is a very special evening, an evening we get to return to celebrate our students. It's a time for us to bask in what our students and our seniors here have accomplished. Before we begin, we'd like to take a moment to celebrate and recognize high school faculty members who are retiring from the high school. Please hold your applause to the end. Physical education teacher, Miss Roxanne Merja. Biology teacher, Miss Mary Noon. And English teacher, Mr. Larry Recton. Please join me in giving an applause. It's now my pleasure to introduce to you Senior Class President, Sierra Potts.
Class of 2021. Congrats, we finally made it. Take a good look around. I know it's hard to tell who is who, you know, the masks. But this is also probably the first time in over a year since many of us have seen one another. Although it has been quite a while, I know we are able to reunite as if we have never been apart. For 13 years of our lives, we've been growing up together, 1.5 of them being virtually unforgettable. Being the first class to start the merge in the 4th grade, we have been able to make the strongest connections than any other class throughout Pottsgrove's history. The relationships we have built for practically our entire lives are more than that of classmates, but rather we are true friends and true family. Despite all the odds that fell against us this year, the pandemic, bad Wi-Fi, muted mics, breakout rooms, and raging senioritis, we still managed to make it to graduation. Go us. This year may be unlike any other for most people, but not for our class. Just like the 5th grade camping trip, the 6th grade trip to NYC, 8th grade formal proposals, silly stringing the middle school on the last day, and junior prom. Not getting a senior year was no surprise to us either. Just kidding, this is how we cope. Though we didn't get to have lots of these traditional trips and memories, we still managed to persist through and make new traditions and memories for ourselves that we will never forget. like going to Washington, D.C. in 5th grade instead of camping. I'm pretty sure we all had way more fun screaming and yelling on that 5-hour bus ride than we did when we actually got there. Or on the last day of 7th grade, when we flooded the hallways and stairwells with papers since we couldn't silly string. Sure, we got in trouble for it, but at least we tried starting a new tradition. Our optimism and school spirit allowed for us to see the glass half full, and we were always able to add a little more water to it. Walking through these doors the first time freshman year, we may have been nervous on the inside, but we would never let that show. We all know we have always been the big dogs on campus. This year may have been our first true Color Day win, but we really know we should have won every year before that too. I mean, we did flame everyone our freshman year with President Conley running the show. And we slid through like serpents as sophomores, like how Slinny slid across the floor and lost us the relays. Then we used our Jedi Force as juniors to win every Spirit Week that they didn't give us points for. But finally, we soldiered through our senior year with a dub and managed to get the juniors in 3rd place. We have always been competitive, not only with the other classes, but even with each other. Back in elementary school, we would all argue about which school was the best. The constant chanting of, "West is best," or "Rocks, rocks," would go on and on at recess. But let's be real, we all knew lower was where it's at. We didn't even need a little chance to prove it. And how could we ever forget about those awkward middle school memories? The Friday night dances where the boys would stand on one side and the girls would stand on the other, waiting for one brave soul to break the barrier. Or the endless lunchtime entertainment thanks to Scott Vertis. No matter what age we were or what building we were in, we always managed to have fun together. Our fun-loving and competitive spirits also allowed for us to push one another to our best abilities in the classroom. The hard work and dedication we put into school were reflected in our grades. Year after year, they would improve, and in the end, it was all worth it. Over 50% of our graduating class is attending college after high school, and as a whole, we have earned over $2 million in scholarship money. This statistic is something that each and every one of us should be proud of. Not only are we continuing our academic, educational, musical, or athletic careers, but we are also sending off our diligent classmates to enter the workforce and the military. Now again, I would like you all to take a good look around at the faces surrounding you. As you look around, remember the excitement, the pride, the youthfulness, and the eagerness you see. And may these faces be engraved in your mind and constantly remind you to continue being resilient and always see the glass half full. Just like Natasha Bedingfield says in her song, Unwritten, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten. After this past year, we know all too well that life is unexpected and obstacles always seem to arise, but never let them get in your way. Embrace the challenges and always persevere. High school may be coming to an end, but the rest of life's beautiful journey is just beginning. Remember to always be kind. Class of 2021, you are going to zoom to great heights. Thank you. Thanks. Tonight, Miss Sydney Mowry, our class vice president, and I will be presiding over the commencement ceremony. I would now like to welcome to the stage Miss Sandy Jorgensen performing her original song, Stay.
Well, oh, thank you. So this is completely wet. So we're gonna do our best.
So I wrote this song for my parents, and I performed it for them before my 18th birthday. And I thought it was perfect to sing here because it encompasses the feelings of the graduates and the parents perfectly. So I hope you enjoy. It's the 1st of February. Snow is falling fast, feeling peaceful at the moment, but I know it won't last. Turning 18 soon, life's caught up to me. Can I stay here in my room, singing made-up melodies? I don't know how you feel, maybe you're proud, but for me, I'm scared to leave. Time doesn't stop even when I'd wished I had lived differently. If I hold on a little tighter, can I stay? 17. September has arrived, first day of college. Weeks pass by, I realize I forgot to call home. I dial on the first ring, my parents pick up. They say I wanted to give you space to be my little grown up. I don't know how you feel, maybe you're proud, but for me, I'm scared to leave. Time doesn't stop even when I'd wished I had lived differently. If I hold on a little tighter, can I stay? You can't stop time from pulling you further, but you can heed its warnings. From here on out, I hear it only goes faster. Can I stay? I don't know how you feel, maybe you're proud, but for me, I'm scared to leave. Time doesn't stop even when I'd wished I had lived differently. If I hold on a little tighter, can I stay? Please.
Great job. Great job.
I would now like to introduce the Student Board Representative for the class of 2021, Ms. Madison Palma.
Good evening, everyone. I've had the privilege of being the Student School Board Representative for the class of 2021 for the past 2 years. I wanted to start off by thanking family, friends, staff, and administration in attendance tonight for the commencement of class of 2021. I am both humbled and honored to have been in the position to advocate for the students here at Pottsgrove. You, the students, are what make Pottsgrove such a great place.
During my time serving as a student board representative, I've learned the importance of service to the community. We rely on each other during good and bad times. American author Tony Robbins once shared, "The secret to living is giving." That is a part of achieving a good life. The real meaning of life does not come from what you get, it comes from what you give. The importance of giving back cannot be underestimated. When you give back, you're able to better the lives around you. Finding a meaning from giving back to your community does not just benefit others, but it also benefits you. There is no better way to adopt an attitude of gratitude than by asking yourself how to give back to your community. Helping others around you can make you realize how much you have to be thankful and grateful for. You may know her as Dr. Catherine Avery from Grey's Anatomy or an actress on the TV show Fame, but Debbie Allen is an excellent example of someone who chose to give back within this past year. In Los Angeles, Debbie Allen has a dance academy for children 4 years old and up. When programs and classes were halted by COVID-19, the Debbie Allen Dance Academy became fully virtual to influence people all around the world. After their first Zoom class, over 40,000 individuals were in attendance worldwide. What is it that keeps you motivated to know that there's light at the end of the tunnel? It's the arts. It's what we do. People need to be engaged. What we do at Debbie Allen Dance Academy, and what other people do in the dance world has proved to be a vital part of our world community, and we know it is essential, Allen says. As most of you enter colleges, universities, the military, or a career group, you can exercise giving back through leadership within this new chapter of your life. This is a great way to stay connected and give back while you're strengthening your network at the same time. Never underestimate the power of participation, whether this is in clubs or activities in your future. Lending a helping hand to be on an event committee or part of your service project. Giving time can be just as valuable as donating your money. And lastly, just communicate with others. When your soon-to-be former classmates here are moving on, they may run it back to see how college, workforce, or the military has influenced you. Be sure to tell them when you scored a promotion or featured on a podcast because they may want support. Your success will help to inspire others. The beauty of giving back to others is that it's its own gift. So let me leave you guys with this. R-U-N, run, but not out of the stadium. R, realize your purpose. U, use your gifts. And N, never stop learning. All leaders are lifelong learners, and there are no exceptions. Whether you're serving a customer in a restaurant, teaching children, or caring for a sick patient, you're serving and leading somebody. To do this more effectively, you need to keep learning and growing. Take all these memories from Pottsgrove and utilize them to run. Congrats, class of 2021, and best luck on your endeavors coming forth.
It is my pleasure to introduce the Salutatorian for the class of 2021, Mr. Michael Francis Gillen III.
Throughout our 4 years of high school, I believe that one of the most shared burdens on students is the alarm clock. From the catchy yet irritating iPhone jingles, a favorite song, or my personal favorite, the rightfully angry mom. The first thing that you see in the morning signifies that a new day is beginning, one which you may or may not be prepared for. Whether you were ready or not, it did not matter. The clock is unwavering and always counting. Just as the alarm clock demonstrates the passage of time, so too does our graduation. While your alarm may set out the 8 hours of sleep you need, this graduation shows the 12 years, 144 months, 4,380 days, 105,120 hours, 6,307,200 minutes, each of which felt like hours while waiting for recess to begin in elementary school, since your education began. The alarm is finally ringing, not for us to wake up, but for us to begin the first steps in the next journey of our lives. No longer will the alarm you set be for 7:30, your first period in Pottsgrove, and no longer will it reflect the alarms of your friends. Just as over the past year, our alarms changed to simple wake-ups for Zoom, each and every one of us take different alarms following today. With this, it is important to recognize the impact that the past 12 years of alarms has had on all of us. The experiences that our class has incurred are like none other before us, and I believe will be unique in comparison to any that follow. Some of the most clear and fond memories I have from school come from waking up to alarms set on special days in our school year. From the elementary school field days and Washington, D.C. trip, to the picnics and formal and middle school, an alarm has always been present to start off those important memories. That is what makes our class so special, that even in such a year as this, where the alarms had been changed and removed, we regained our balance. For this year's Color Day victory, prom, and even this graduation, an alarm was set in your phone or your parents', which signified the start of a new memory. Because of this, I believe that we have all gained new appreciation for our alarm clocks. What used to be dreaded sound of an early morning wake-up and time to get to work is no more. Your alarm is now what alerts you to the importance of the day, the fleeting nature of time, and the indication of memories to be made. This new perspective is one of the best gifts that we could have been given. We can now see the importance of the true final alarm of our senior year, this very graduation. Not only is it time for us to celebrate what has happened yesterday and in years past, but it's a time for us to wake up for the future. As the final alarm rings, prepare yourself for the memories to come, valuing each and every second of it. Thank you all very much to the friends that I've made here at Pottsgrove. You've been a great part of building my memories and are the main reason I woke up to my alarm with a smile on my face, even though it yelled at me for being late to school. Peace, and remember to never forget your alarms.
Now, I would like to welcome to the stage our next performer, Miss Jayla Hills, singing Rise Up by Andra Day.
I'm ready. You're broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can't find the fighter, but I see it in you, and we gon' work it out. Move mountains, we gon' work it out. Silence isn't quiet, and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe. And I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet. Move mountains, bring it to its feet. Rise In spite of the ache, I'll rise, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And we'll rise up high like the waves. We'll rise up in spite of the ache. We'll rise up, and we'll do it 1,000 times again. Oh, for you, for you, for you. We will rise, we will rise, we will rise. Oh, we will rise 1,000 times again.
Next, I would like to introduce the valedictorian of the senior class, Miss Alexis Zook. I think you have to go.
Life is a game, not like some game of chess or Monopoly, but like a sports game. These past years of school have been our practice, preparing us for the years ahead where the real game begins. After playing soccer my whole life, I've created goals for myself and my future as a college athlete. School is no different. We've all set goals for ourselves, and tonight we're about to check graduating high school off that list. Looking at where we are now, it feels almost impossible that it's been 12 years since we first stepped onto the playing field and began the season of life together. But I wouldn't have wanted to go through it with teammates other than this class of 2021. The Positive community has helped create a team, a family, that has supported each other unconditionally. But now, our time as teammates is coming to an end, and we're ready to head off to our own playing fields. These past couple of years in high school, I've come to realize school is a team effort, one that requires players from any position, no matter their skill level. Everyone plays a crucial role. I know I wouldn't have made it this far if it weren't for my classmates, especially this year. Together, we've gone through one of the most unique and challenging learning environments. Everything changed. Those exciting 2 weeks off in March of 2020 seemed like a bye week for us, a time to rest until we would easily advance to the next level in the bracket. But it turned into something bigger than all of us and would impact us in ways we never would have thought. Instead of easily advancing, our team was kicked out of the bracket without warning, and we lost the rest of our junior year. This year was supposed to be the best year of high school. We were finally in our senior year. It's like the practice right before a championship game. Everyone's pumped and training hard to prepare for the game. But then imagine getting injured and being told you're getting sidelined after all of that work you've put in. It's an athlete's worst nightmare, and that's what this year felt like. We'd been benched, and there was nothing we could do about it. We anxiously waited to be cleared to play again, but never knew when that time would come. Gone were the days of waking up early and getting ready for school. We were homebound. It became a game of how long can I lay in bed before I have to join my Zoom call? And do I really need to sit at my desk and turn my camera on? Or can I just hide behind my black screen and go make some breakfast? This year made me realize how much I actually enjoyed being in school. We no longer had face-to-face instruction and couldn't collaborate freely with our peers. It was like trying to train on your own during an off-season, except the expectations for our performance remained just as demanding as any other season. We were accountable for our own learning, just trying to make it through the day and get our assignment submitted by 11:59. But together, we made it through. Although we never reached complete normalcy, we still got our senior prom, had the chance to earn our much-deserved Color Day win, and are now graduating together. Sharing these moments with all of you has been that much more special because there was a time when I didn't think we'd ever be in school together again. Although this year hasn't been like normal pre-game practice, it's ultimately taught me to not take these moments for granted, and for that, I'm grateful. Now, we're about to be high school graduates. We have our whole future ahead of us. Whether you're going to college or starting a career, big changes are happening in our lives. While this may scare some of us, it's reassuring to know that we have been set up for success. Pottsgrove has been by our side since we were little kids, helping us grow and mature to where we are now. Not only did our teachers provide us with a solid education, but they gave us valuable life coaching along the way. Our teachers showed genuine care and interest in our lives and development, not only as students, but as people. If you've ever talked with Ms. Carroll, you know what I'm talking about. It's the teachers like her who will sit and listen to our long rants and offer genuine advice that have lasting impacts on us. Thanks to Pottsgrove, I can say with confidence that I am ready to take on whatever the future holds for me. It's time to hang up our practice jerseys and gear up for this big game ahead of us. I'm going to sincerely miss you all, but I surely will not forget all the many memories I've made here. Class of 2021 will always hold a special place in my heart. Together, we were a team, one that pushed each other to never settle for mediocrity, but to strive for excellence. Thank you for having such a positive impact on my life, and I wish nothing but the best for you all as you step onto your own field and start this next season of life. Thank you.
Now, I would like to welcome back to the podium Dr. Bill Ziegler, Principal.
Thank you, Sydney. The class of 2021 will always hold a special place in the heart of Pottsgrove High School. Your class has soared in the midst of chaos, flown higher than the challenges before you, and sprinted into the stadium to become Color Day champions. Did you know that the falcon is the fastest creature on Earth? They've been clocked at speeds of over 240 miles an hour. That's slightly faster than cross-country champion Naomi Hillen, the fastball of Steven Rinda, or the finger dexterity of our world champion Fortnite player, Kaya Buga Giersdorf. The other unique features of falcons is that they soar high above the earth, ready to dive in action when they need. You do the same thing. You soar and glide, ready to jump in and to serve the community, like the 5 seniors who earned over 1,200 hours of community service to earn their green cord to wear here at graduation. Or like Sammy Scheiderman. Sammy started the National Art Honor Society and teamed up to paint the beautiful mural in our hallway. Thank you, Sammy, for that. By the way, did you know that the graduates in that mural are silhouettes of the graduates of 2021? Your class has embraced service to your community. You've helped your friends, your teachers, your classmates in need, and you supported the Pottsgrove community through your leadership and dedication. As a symbol to remind you of this day and the great memories that you've had here at Pottsgrove with your classmates, we wanted to provide you with one final reminder that falcons soar. As you pick up your diploma, please pick up one of these Falcon Soar t-shirts in the cafeteria lobby. You can see they have class of 2021 on the back. Wear it with pride, knowing that you're a falcon for life and that you will continue to soar as shining beacons of light in our community, region, and world. As your principal, I want you to know that I love and care for each and every one of you. I'm always here if you need anything. Our entire faculty also want you to know that you are loved and celebrated. We are all so proud of you and your accomplishments. I close in the words of Maya Angelou. People will forget what you say, they will forget what you do, but people will never forget how you made them feel. It's now my pleasure to introduce our poet laureate here at Pottsgrove High School, Miss Kadira Garfield, to read her poem, The Start of Age.
Hi, Mom. When I found out I was going last out of all the amazing performers today, I'll admit I got really nervous. I knew that I was the last thing you would hear before we dove into commencement, and that meant something to me. So it's only right that I recite something that displays the same magnitude of importance. So here is the start of an age. I once knew a girl whose dream was to fly. Not with the birds in the sky, but with the stars, because that's where her heart was. She lost herself far too young, and she didn't know where the pain ended and she begun. She fought a fight with closed eyes and tied hands, with no care in the world if a punch would land. I would like to introduce her as myself, Kaidira Garfield, your classmate, student, friend, and daughter. A few months ago, I didn't think I would make it to graduation. Looking on that part of my life scares me. The reason I bring this to light isn't for self-ovation, rather to leave my classmates with something meaningful. Just as Dr. Ziegler said, and as I will say, as Maya Angelou once said, people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but they will never forget how you made them feel. We will forget all about the quadratic formula and how the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. We will not remember thinking after the submission of every test, oh, I know I didn't do too well. But we will remember the people behind the smiles on our faces and the memories within these halls we created. We will never forget being Color Day champions, that feeling of togetherness being so ambient. All of this is to say, what we've gone through is not who we are. We are bright. We are joyous. We are strong. We are graduates. And as we collect our diplomas and make our way across the stage, know that while the toss of our claps will reflect the end of a decade, it also marks the start of an age. Oh, and in case you forgot, I'll update you on the girl who wanted to fly. On her journey, she came across a lot of resistance. But she's graduating. Nevertheless, she persisted. Thank you.
It is now my pleasure to introduce Mr. Robert Lindgren, President of the Pottsgrove School Board.
So I've got to follow all of them, huh? By now you're all keenly aware that I'm pretty much the only thing standing between you and your diplomas, so let's make this brief, all right? It is humbling but true to say that most of you don't even know who I am. And that's just as well because I'm here as a representative tonight. I'm representing the board, and the board itself represents your parents, your families, the administration, the staff, the entire community, and the alumni. We're the people who make up this district, who give you your home. And we're here tonight to acknowledge this waypoint in your lives. I say a waypoint because we're 12 years in. It's way too late to call it a beginning. And there's way too much to come to call it, midway or anything like that. It's just one waypoint, and you'll have many of them through your lives. But it is a good time for us to have a chance to sit and reflect and to thank some people. First, let's thank those who've made it possible for you to be here, your families. They've supported you and encouraged you. They've made sacrifices for you. Every family is different. Every journey is different. Every experience is different, so I won't make generalities. But it's uniformly true that everybody who's sitting here today, every single one of you, has people in the stands who are cheering just for you and who are as insanely proud of you as I am. Please don't take that for granted. Let them know you appreciate it and thank them. Next are the teachers and the staff, the coaches, the administration, all of the people who have been your guides on this journey so far. During your time here at Pottsgrove, they've given you the tools, the techniques, the knowledge, many of the things that you're going to need to help you through life. Not all of them, but it's helped in clubs and in classrooms, in fields, and anywhere else that someone has shared knowledge with you. And I think it would be nice if we gave them all a round of applause as well. And lastly, let's thank this larger community here, Pottsgrove, all of those who live and work here, because in a very crass way, they have paid for all of the buildings. They've paid for your teachers. They've paid for all of the physical things that have made your time here memorable. But that's not all they've done. They have built this community. Over the years and over the decades, they have built this community. You're the 65th class to come here and to walk this field tonight. They're the people that have made this community, and they're going to stay here, and they're going to be watching you. All of this support, all of the lessons you've learned, and all of these tools that you've developed, they've given you a strong foundation, and that's really just the beginning. You now get to take these things and use them to build your own lives. However you choose to build it, however you choose to live it, one thing is sure: it will be uniquely your own. My challenge to you is simple. Make it something great, because we'll be watching and cheering you on. Thank you. And now, for the part that you've been waiting for, I'd like to introduce Dr. Shirk.
Sorry to disappoint. There's one more. I know. I appreciate that. And I understand it because this is my 36th graduation, plus my own, so my kids and my wife. So I truly understand the pomp and circumstance of this evening. So I'd like to be pointed and brief so we can continue the celebration. Members of the Board of Education, colleagues in administration, distinguished members of our faculty, class officers, family, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2021. I also like to take this time to recognize my successor, and he's over here to my right, Dr. David Finnerty. He's going to be joining the Pottsgrove team July 1st. So how about a nice Pottsgrove welcome to our new superintendent. Tonight, I look out at so many smiling and happy faces, ready to greet the future, knowing your possibilities are limitless. You are prepared and ready to move on to life beyond Pottsgrove High School. It is indeed gratifying to see that you have matured to become proficient, ready to tackle the challenges that lie ahead as you seek and work toward your goals. This past year has been like no other year. The COVID-19 pandemic has required us to raise our standards to an even higher level of new protocols and procedures for our current circumstances. I would be remiss if I did not thank everyone in this stadium, on the turf here or in the bleachers, for your help during our transition back to in-person learning. It simply would not have been possible without everyone's hard work and cooperation. Your ability to care for one another and inspire each other in these unprecedented times is truly exceptional. You've all risen up. I think someone said that earlier today. You've all risen up to this year's challenges. Your persistence and perseverance have been extraordinary during this very challenging time. I'm very proud of how we all came together to open our school community, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Great job. Appreciate it. It has been an honor and a privilege to be part of your journey, a journey filled with wonderful memories of all those who have supported you throughout your education in Potts Grove. Your families have helped you, encouraged you, picked you up when you fell down, and cared for you unconditionally. Our many gifted and talented teachers, coaches, and advisors have helped you discover your abilities to develop an inquiring mind through lessons of cooperation, sportsmanship, competition, and most important, compassion. Soon you'll be making your own decisions, solving problems, deciding which road to travel. It sounds exciting, and it will be, but it's also a time full of questions, a little bit of fear, and possible challenges. When you are challenged, I hope you will remember your years at Potts Grove and the lessons learned at home and in your school. They will give you strength and they'll give you courage. Have faith in yourself and the unique individual that you are. Be true to yourself. Instead of the world changing you, you can help change the world. Your family has nurtured you, the Potts Grove School District has guided you, and now it's your turn to identify and acknowledge your strengths, talents, and interests. As Steve Jobs said, don't let the noise of other opinions drown out your inner voice. The accomplishments of the members of the senior class are outstanding and gratifying to know Potts Grove High School of 2021 will be represented in college, university, the military, and our workforce, not just in this area, but throughout the nation. You leave us with an indelible legacy of excellence and achievement in the fine tradition of the Potts Grove School District. To the class of 2021, I wish you luck as you go on your way. I trust you'll make the most of the opportunities that you will be given. And lastly, I want to thank the Potts Grove community for allowing me to serve as your superintendent for the last 5 years. My last stop in my career has most certainly been my best stop. So influence your outcome, spark hope in the future, and dream big. Remember tonight, celebrate. Congratulations to the class of 2021. Now here it comes. It is with great pride that I exercise the power invested in me by the Potts Grove School District and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania to present the class for graduation. They have met the necessary requirements. Mr. Daney, please call the roll.
Sierra Jade Potts. Sydney Ray Mowry. Alexis Marie Zook. Michael Francis Gillen III. Samantha L. Scheiderman. Lana Elizabeth Sorg. Madison Elizabeth Palma. Sandy Svetlana Jorgensen. Jayla Danae Hills. Kydira N. Garfield. Atomini C. Akoma. Andrea Lynn Tran Alberto. Jessica Lynette Almond. Cameron Renee Appel. Kyasia Lapricia Ayers. Nicole L. Ayers. Casey Paige Boyer. Lily M. Brochel. Rocco Acuff. Quinn B. Aldifer. Emmanuel K. Allen. Evan Michael Anderson. Dominic J. Armato. Seth Christopher Arnold. Paul Lewis Bond. Colin Walsh Bradley. Cairo S. Briggs. Liam Thomas Brogley. Aiden D. Carter. Luke D. Cerrito. Colin M. Chaika. Julian E. Cifuentes. Megan M. Campley. Victoria Rose Capiello. Elena Elizabeth Christ. Jasmine Sierra Collins. Amaya Kamani Cousins. Sierra R. Swinar. Alicia Daniels. Haley Lee Davis. Guadalupe de la Rosa Bailon. Devin N. DeCurtis. Gianna T. DeFelice. Morgan Nicole Donlin. Dea Chrislyn Dopwell. Briley Ann Doudna. Jaden Alexander Clements. John Macy Cohn. Jador Samir Colbert. Joshua Butler Coleman. Justin J. Collings. Michael S. Conley. Ethan T. Cronenberg. Ethan Richard Durstein. Colton J. DeCrescio. Owen C. Dobbs. Zion Richards Deiches. Justin G. Fair. Cooper Mario Fiore. Gabriel Alessandro Flores. Mia R. Esposito. Callista Katerina Maria Faust. Finn Frida. Justine Page Fretz. Sierra Destiny Garcia. Sophie Gilmore. Genesis Alize Gonzalez. Josephine I. Harachka. Alizea Elizabeth Hedgepeth. Brianna Maria Herbert. Alyssa Marie Hill. Naomi K. Hillen. Kylia Najee Holmes. Caitlin Sarah Hopkins. William Jacob Fritz. Isaiah Desmond Foster. Marquez Francis. Noah D. Fry. Hector Galvin. Luke H. Gentile. Kyle Ethan Giersdorf. Shane Michael Gleason. James R. Hathaway. Joel Hernandez. Riley D. Howard. Ethan Mark Johnson. Emily Rose Hritz. Tiana Hunter. Kyla Renee Hutchinson. Somtochi V. Ihemibiri. Lacey Ann Irvin. Brooklyn Catherine Jackson. Margot Faye Johnson. Brooke A. Jones. Layla N. Jones. Janiyah C. Jones. Kylie Ann Kappenstein. Victoria S. Kiefer. Natalie M. Keel. Sarah Adriana Kirkley. Luke V. Kaiser. Logan Charles Casper. Jonathan David Kime. Nathaniel M. Richardson. Christopher Stephen Kern. Jonah A. Corman. Daniel Allen Kratz. Anthony Paul Lindgren. Joseph William Lindgren. Sean A. Majors. Jacob Aiden Marlowe. Brennan McCarty. Bryce Christopher McFarlane. Ethan William McHugh. Emily Christine Kraus. Sarah Elizabeth Kuntz. Paige Elizabeth Lang. Tamia Leak. Caitlin Ann Lick. Rebecca Michelle Lipsky. Cheyenne Alize Lopez Termini. Rachel E. Ludwig. Brianna Nicole McCanich. Jamie L. Makins. Skyla Rain Martin. Jacqueline Michelle Martinon. Brooke Elizabeth McDevitt. Shannon Marie McNamara. Ryan Avery McMorrow. Christian J. Medina. Kevin Jiroge Michuki. Christian Anton Miller. Samuel D. Moore. Christopher Mulqueeny. Rooker Harrison Otto. Nakeem Palmer. Jaden Christopher Harry Paulton. Riley M. Pethel. Nicholas M. Petrella. Martin Gilbert Phillips. Hunter H. Kawazmi. Kyle Melvin Rath. Najali Medina. Takaya K. Middleton. Grace C. Miller. Ayana Nicole Mitchell. Carly Ann Morris. Morgan Olivia Muir. Grace Alessandra Myers. Taryn Hope Knoll. Jordan Michaela Nowitzki. Ava Grace O'Neill. Janiyah Michaela Overton. Eliana Marie Paez. Allison Katie Palmer. Jocelyn Perez Flores. Brandon Nathaniel Reyes. Tyrone D. Reynolds II. Stephen Paul Rinda III. Kyle Matthew Roth. James A. Sachs. Aiden M. Shell. Cody N. Schumacher. William J. Shakowich. Michael Anthony Skelton. Mark A. Slade, Jr. Aiden Wesley Smith. Jonathan M. Sotak, Jr. Zoe Marie Pethel. Julia M. Plachek. Olivia Grace Plotz. Yakira Cheyenne Reeder. Allison R. Reyes Dixon. Skylar S. Reyes Dixon. Michaela Ann Rhodes. Emma Grace Rubendahl. Emma Barbara Rupert. Leslie Natalie Sanchez. Haley Nicole Schwartz. Aruj Shabazz. Sequoia Marie Simmons. Riley Marie Simon. Avery James Spencer. Ali Srower. Cole M. Steltz. Jacob Stiefel. Mark David Stofflet, Jr. Nicholas James Stringer. Cole S. Sukalowski. Xavier D. Sumsky. Eric Shafiq Thompson. James T. Thompson. Travis Jackson Thorem. Charles George Townsend III. Michael John Troutman. Keith William Twitty. Jasmine Lauren Smith. Nevea Anye Smith. Madison Michelle Snyder. Sky Lynn Stiefel. Amanda Faye Stone. Haley Morgan Strain. Morgan E. Stutz. Samantha M. Cernitsky. Jordan Noel Taylor. Jacqueline Renee TC. Sydney Ann Tornetta.
Thank you.
Hannah L. Trump. Jenna Nicole Tyson. Michaela Catherine Veers. Jacob Thomas Harachka. Nico T. Washington. Tyler Jean Welch. Joseph Angelo Welsh Jr. Bryson A. Weniger. Justin Daniel Westcote. Aaron Jeremy Wiley. Jalen A. Wilkerson. Brian Keith Wright. Reese Richard Yoakum. Kennedy Ann White. Leah Wild Merkel. Jana D. Wynn. Emma Nicole Yacarino. Dia Inaja Yates.
It is now my pleasure to pronounce the class of 2021 graduated. Once again, please welcome to the stage Class President Sierra Potts.
Sorry. At this time, I would ask everyone to rise as we invite select seniors from the Pottsgrove High School vocal groups to lead us in the singing of the Alma Mater.
Great job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great job. Great job.
Hail, Alma Mater, your praises we sing. Welcome, alumni so loyal and true. Thunders of cheers fill the old hallowed halls. Toast to the falcons who wear maroon and white. Hail, Pottsgrove High School, your praises we sing.
Seniors, please remain standing and all visitors be seated. We would like to thank everyone for participating in this special day for the class of 2021. And we ask that everyone remain seated until the class recessional is complete.
Let's stand up and watch it.
I wish somebody would have told me, babe, that someday these will be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. Someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of these good old days.
I was thinking about the band, I was thinking about the fans. We were underground, loading merch in that 12-passenger van, in a small club in Minnesota, and the snow outside of First Ave. I just wanted my name and a star. Now look at where we at, still growing up, still growing up. I would lay in my bed and dream about what I'd become. Couldn't wait to get older, couldn't wait to be some. Now that I'm here, wishing I was still young. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would have told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. 'Cause someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of the good old days.
Wish I didn't think I had the answers. Wish I didn't drink all of that glass first. Wish I made it to homecoming, got up the courage to ask her. Wish I would've gotten out of my shell. Wish I put the bottle back on that shelf. Wish I wouldn't have worried about what other people thought and felt comfortable with myself. Rooftop open, and the stars above. Moment frozen, sneaking out and falling in love. Me, you, and that futon, we just begun. On the grass dreaming, figuring out who I was. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would have told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. 'Cause someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of the good old days.
Never thought we'd get old. Maybe we're still young. Maybe you always look back and think it was better than it was. Maybe these are the moments. Maybe I've been missing what it's about. Been scared of the future, thinking about the past while missing out on now. We've come so far, smile. I got some scars, I've been around. I felt some pain, I've seen some things, but I'm here now. Those good old days.
You don't know what you got till it goes, till it's gone. You don't know what you got till it goes, till it's gone. I wish somebody would have told me, babe, someday these will be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you'll regret. Someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of these good old days.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, David.